and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibson. Today we are talking about A Walk in the Woods. Now this follows a guy who has been a travel writer, I guess. He's been all over the world, seen it, done it, lived in other countries, and basically now he's retired, he's growing older, and he finds himself in like New Hampshire with his family, and I think he just wanted to live a little bit again. And so he decides, in the brightest night of his ideas, to go on a hike across the Appalachian Trail, which is like a 6-month journey that like barely anybody can make because it's so treacherous and hard and blah blah blah. It's very difficult, and he does this with his reluctant friend who is like an old alcoholic, fake, replacement knees, everything. So kind of the perfect scenario of like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Now this movie really does. It plays off of this guy who has accomplished so much and is kind of seeking to find a purpose again, to be relevant, and you find Nick Nolte's character, who is kind of like this guy who's just trying to keep going, to not slip into the abyss and everything, and his life is going a completely different track. And so you really see that in this movie, and I mean, it was interesting, and their characters were fun together. There were several laughs. I guess what I would say most, though, is this movie is not what I expected from the commercials, and I mean, that's fine if you don't always get exactly what you expected. I don't mean to say this movie was bad in any way. I enjoyed it for the most part, as far as a movie goes. We laughed several times. There were some parts they touched on, but they never really did anything with, and they just kind of felt out of place with characters along the way, if you will. I kind of kept thinking they were going to go back to this stuff, and they never did, so it's kind of in the back of your mind through the whole time. So I felt like that was a little underwhelming and underdone. The whole movie, they're just doing their thing, and it's okay. I don't mean to say it's great. I kind of felt myself bored with this movie a lot of times, because it's like, yeah, you just expected a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to say expected Wild Hogs, for instance, which was kind of a comedy similar to this one, a bunch of old guys setting out on the road to find, new feeling and emotion and blah, blah, blah. This one's not like that so much. I mean, this one is a similar in the basic premise, but it's less of a comedy, more of kind of this comedy drama between these two guys. And it's okay. I don't think I'd recommend this movie just as a movie. I think it's okay. One to like watch on Netflix if you're really bored and there's nothing else to watch. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed with that expectation, but it's definitely not one to run out to theaters with. And on top of that, the movie was dirtier than I thought it'd be. And I mean, like, Nick Nolte's character just drops the F-bomb left and right. And I understand, like, cursing in movies, you can expect that a lot of times, but I just didn't expect that from what you almost expected to be more of a family movie, to be more geared towards families sitting down and watching this funny, like, grumpy old men walking down the road. But not what you got in a lot of ways. And that was a little bit off-putting in the movie for me. But all in all, the parental guide just kind of goes with that. There's some sexual references. There's a scene where a sexual act is going on, but you don't see it directly. There's lots of talk of it in the past and everything. Nick Nolte's character, as I said, is kind of a little bit dirty, so that's through the whole movie too. But all in all, the movie gets, I'm going to give it a 5.8 on my scale. It's okay. I mean, it's literally, that's the best I can reference this to you. It's just okay. It did everything it was supposed to in a basic sense, but I would say if you're looking for something to go see this movie this weekend, go see War Room again. That's a drastically better movie. Support Christian content, all that, because this movie just doesn't do it. Not worth going out to theaters. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you are going to do this weekend down below. What are you going to watch? I appreciate you watching this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. God bless.